Hi everybody, I'm Harshada Patil. I'm a professional social worker who has spent 35 years in the field of CSR and related corporate. Today we are here at SP Jain Institute of Management and Research and LASIP Society together, where we are discussing the topic, what are the bridging the gaps in CSR. As you all know, in 2014, in the New Companies Act, it has made mandatory for every corporate, whether public sector, private sector organization, to spend 2% of their profit in CSR. Now, we all are in need of development, and we are also in need of this bridging the gap from the corporate side. So today we are going to deliberate on how do we actually bridge the gaps between the corporates and the NGO. In this connection, I invite Professor Kasturi Sen Ray to speak about the opportunities and the challenges related to CSR.
Hello, this is Kasturi Sen Ray. I'm a nutritionist. Actually, a community nutrition is my topic. India, being an overpopulated country, we have a lot of challenges and we have a lot of opportunities as well. And therefore, we have a lot of huge problem of the population size. That is another problem that is creating all the obstacle in handling the problems. We have the highest number of undernutrition in the small children, even higher than the African country, and we have the higher number of senior citizen because of the development of medical science. The longevity has increased, but the facility has not been developed with the proportion of increase in the population size. In India, we have prominent nutritional dichotomy, the undernutrition as well as overnutrition. We have rural nutritional requirement and the urban nutritional requirement so different. Government is doing a lot of things, but they can do only the blanket kind of management. Therefore, we need to have, because of the variation in the requirement, we need a lot of fund where CSR has been introduced. As a nutritionist, I would only highlight the nutritional aspect, nutritional and health aspect of the community. As a nutritionist, I will take two areas. One is the right of highlight the human right and the quality of life that we want to improve. The new paradigm has been introduced in the human right system is the fight against hunger and malnutrition. We have got rid of the famine and starvation, but that is, food security has been to some extent dealt, but the nutrition security, the micronutrient deficiency has not been solved yet. We can, therefore, the community and the corporate can handle this problem with the help of the NGO if the NGO is properly trained. The challenge is that the infrastructure development of the community is not coming from the lower end, it is coming from the top-down decision. And one of the example of challenges is that the sanitation. in sanitation, what is happening now, we all have seen that we are propagating for the infrastructure development toilet in each household of rural population. This is one example where infrastructure has been developed without the development of the facility development. Because in Indian toilet without water, people cannot use within the residential complex. Instead of making individual toilet, it is better to have a Sulabh Shauchalaya concept, that public toilet, male and female, where water management can be done more easily than handling the water supply to each and every household. Similarly, the product that micronutrient deficiency that we are talking about, whenever we are handling someone undernourished, we have to give them the fortified food product. But when we go through the ethics committee to make the product, the ethics clearance is not easy to get, because if the people are sick or having any problem with that product, it will be difficult to handle. So there are many product development has taken place, which is in the library, because mass production, the research is not linked to mass production. The people are making the product, giving the community free of cost, and then the research is over, the product is over. We have to bring the corporate, especially the food industry, to help in the mass production of this research so that we can handle the micronutrient deficiency. I call upon Mirja to take the next part.
Speak.
Hi, I'm Nirja Mattu, working in SPJN Institute of Management and Research, heading a Center for Development of Corporate Citizenship Program at SPJN Institute of Management and Research. I want to share that how management education can really bring difference while working in the development sector, as well as how different kind of solutions are brought in by our management students while working with the NGO sector. Besides empowering our students to become the leaders of tomorrow, we also develop and build capacity of the NGOs while providing management inputs while our students are working with them. There are a lot of issues that NGOs face while working. Besides that, they are such dedicated people, highly motivated people, but there are issues that they would really like to get involved with, which would help them to be more effective and efficient. And these are some of the management issues and perspective that NGOs lack sometimes, which are held by our students while working and doing internship for 5 weeks with the NGOs across the country. Some of the issues which we have realized are the communication issues, and our students help them to make a pitch or also build their capacity while making a presentation to the corporates, to the government, the skill of presentation, the skill of marketing, also how to create a dialogue with the organizations while asking for funding or for the grant. Besides that, we also help the NGOs in making a lot of systems, processes, IT systems, also scaling up operational issues, marketing strategies, HR issues. These are some of the things which our students really help our NGOs while working with them for 5 weeks. And also there are some solutions which our students come up with which can be very innovative, and these are something which our students feel very good because they also get to know something on the ground which they take back to the classroom. And something that they have learned in the classroom is something which they apply on the ground when they are working with the NGO. So this is a kind of a win-win situation, and somewhere we feel we are doing a great implementation of CSR while working with the NGOs. And as an academic institute, it's a mandate to see that how our students make a difference to the NGO sector, as well as when they become corporate leaders, they also bring about change in the corporate sector, because they're already grounded and they've been working in the rural areas and have the knowledge and the sensitivity to work with the employees in the corporate when they become the managers of the corporates. Thank you. Hi. SPGN Institute of Management and Research has been a pioneer in this whole innovative breakthrough in the management education. Around 15 years ago, it started this whole concept of sensitizing our management students, and this was started with us starting and establishing a center called Center for Development of Corporate Citizenship. The objective of this center was to facilitate the whole non-classroom program to our students, wherein they would work as interns and do the internship of 5 weeks in the rural areas of the country. This is a part of the curriculum, a 3-credit course, and working in a very remote, difficult and vulnerable situation was something which our students have been working with. And it's around 800 NGOs that we have been involved with for the last 15 years, worked with around 300 projects, 3,000 projects, and worked with 500 cases. Working in 22 states, working in a different, very difficult situations. Also, we've been involved with Nepal and Bangladesh recently. The students, the whole objective is that the students get sensitized while working in the rural areas, working with the people, understanding what poverty is, understanding what the reality is, also to know where 70% of population lives where, and how do we as in management education make a difference through our students and through our management program. It is the management perspective that our students develop and work and build the capacity of the NGOs when they work with 5 weeks. And the various issues that we are involved are something like, it could be vocational training, education, health, livelihood, infrastructure management, self-help groups, as well as a lot of infrastructural issues where the students help the NGOs also provide the perspective and also give some kind of innovative ideas and recommendation which the NGOs later on carry on. This has been a pioneering effort because as a curriculum we were the institute which started around 15 years ago, and it has been really now scaled up to all our programs in our institute. It is also done with PGPM, that is 1-year management program, where the students go for 2 weeks. It is also organized with executive management program. It is also organized with family managed business. So I would say that around 600, 700 students yearly contribute to the development sector. It could be around 10,000 hours per student per year given to the development sector. We also feel this has helped the students not only to understand what the development issues of a society are, but also how do they deal with these unstructured environment, how do they deal with the constraints, how do they really manage well and get much more sensitive and effective as also to work as a manager in the corporate. We are training our students and preparing them to be leaders, so that they are able to really do and deliver at the corporate level and also understand what their employees and what the communities and the responsibilities are. Our NGOs really become very effective and efficient, and their functioning also improves once our students have been working with them. I would say it not only leads to the management education, but it leads to the whole responsible management where our students are involved and they have been working for the last 15 years. We have got a lot of feedbacks and comments from the corporate sector saying that our students make a difference once they work in the corporate sector, and that is because of this non-classroom program where these students have been exposed to this kind of realities, this kind of situation, and to understand and real in these situations and to be something which is very, very effective as a impactful for the person as well as for the organization. Can I just invite Hiren to talk about his case on Nananani Park? Hiren?
Hi everyone, I am Hiren Mehta from Nananani Foundation. We are primarily working for the benefit and welfare of senior citizens, and few of our projects, and one of our iconic project is Nananani Park, across the city, which gives a platform for senior citizens, a place where they can spend time, recreation, healthcare, everything is taken care of. Basically, everything under one roof type of scenario. We plan to expand many such parks across the city and in the country. We also intend to start senior citizen centers, day centers, and community living for senior citizens. At this juncture, all the organizations working for senior citizen have got together to create synergies amongst us and expand in a big way. Senior citizen area is always ignored by a lot of corporates and including government. So as far as the NGOs are concerned, we are left with hardly any funding opportunities or funding options out there. So we look forward for creating a system where we generate a lot of revenue, a lot of funds on a sustainable basis. My colleague and friends from our fellow NGOs like Helpage India, Dignity Foundation, Bhakti Vedanta School, Dr. Sudhakar Malpe, we all intend to get together, create a hub, create a system amongst us and forge our strength in the society. So thank you very much for this platform. Now I invite Harshada Patil to summarize everything.
Thanks, Hiren. It was really nice to know about Nananani Foundation. If CSR has been with us for the last so many years, I would have expected every local constituency in Bombay would have had a Nananani Park. But I have a lot of hopes on CSR, and that's why I'm going to share with you few highlights of our deliberations of the day. First of all, I put on place the positive contribution of CSR to the society at large. You have heard about how an academic institution can create a lot of value for CSR, as well as nutrition and health being important for all of us. Here I would like to share few of my highlights, definitely in points. First is, I would request corporates to look at various other sectors for development besides health and education. I would like to look at lifestyles, I would like to look at solar energy, I would like you to look at senior citizens, I would like you to look at lifestyles related to addiction and related to our general health. Why am I telling is because the general trend is only health and education. I would also say that now that CSR has become mandatory, like the company getting a project in health or technical project, you would hire technical people to tackle a technical project. Similarly, now that you have got CSR being mandatory, please hire professional social workers to handle CSR for you, because this is not marketing. Secondly, we look at corporates. Generally, corporates feel that we are only asking for money from corporates. Let me tell you, I look at corporates in a much bigger way. You are a tool of development, a partner in development for your communities together. And in that connection, of course, I may use the funds that you give, but I also request and I also want some capacity building to be done from the corporate side so that these projects are sustainable. Let me tell you, when CSR is going to be with us, now that it's mandatory, I can look at improvement in many fields of life. And first and foremost, I would like an improvement in the infrastructure that we are all living in. We also want an improvement in our health, improvement in our educational standards, improvement with our friends who are staying in slums, with the children who are not properly abled, and then also the lifestyles related to each one of us. So here I see a good partnership between government, NGOs, corporates and academia together. Now it is at this stage when we are summarizing the roundtable conference on bridging the gaps in CSR. These are my few observations and highlights for the perusal of the companies who are interested in really making us a difference to the lives of people to whom they cater, and definitely to see that our funds are well used. So 5 years from now, as I said, not only are we going to look at different sectors besides health and education, we are also going to see that we reach out as corporates together to all the target beneficiaries wherever we are located, and definitely in that we have to incorporate some best good corporate practices so that our efforts are really giving us good benefits. 25 years from now, if I have to say that CSR is a reality with all of us, I would expect much greater benefits from CSR, and that not only I become a very, very healthy and very productive, but India as a whole, whether I am from a slum, whether I am from an urban setup or a rural setup, it's going to be a great place for all of us to live in, where the resources are aptly available for all of us. And it is not only development for me, but development for my NGOs, my corporates, and India as a whole. So with these few words, I wish to thank each one of you for having a great time with us, and I hope all our highlights are going to be useful in your future CSR endeavors. Thank you.